Okay, so a long time ago, made some of my friends into zombies. Just messing around in Photoshop. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's been years, so I vaguely remember how I did it, but it was all experimental stuff. I wasn't quite sure how the product would turn out, but that's what we plan on doing right now. So first thing that I love to do anytime that I'm in Photoshop is create a duplicate layer, just so I could keep the original. Now I could name it, but I'm not gonna name it right now. Alright, so first things first, usually I'll mess with the dodge tool, dodge and burn. Um, so let's say, he's got like a muscle bit right here. Then, you got like a facial muscle that goes down here and stuff. Alright, so that's kind of how I would try to think in my head, but that's actually a little too big. I want to make them a little bit smaller. Let's see. Okay, so the whole premise is I'm gonna try to maybe do some of that zombie wise, or make it mutated. So let me turn this off. Got my dialer, so I'm gonna zoom in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in here and kind of lighten this place up. Now it's not gonna look right at first. It's gonna look really weird, but it's like a slow build. Slowly it gets up there. Now I think I'm gonna leave it to probably about that much. We'll keep some of that there. And that's gonna be roughly what I'll do with the muscle. Now you go over this multiple times, darken it, lighten it. It's gonna be a lot of dodging and burning. Now, if you don't know anatomy, just pop online and look up skeletal anatomy or muscular anatomy, and it'll pop up with all kinds of stuff, and you can use guidelines. I use guides. I don't remember every single muscle area. So I'm just gonna do like a basic right here. Okay, and then let's see, we'll probably do a little bit down here. Got a muscle that comes, let's say it comes like about right here. Now, honestly, it's okay if you mess up on this. It doesn't have to be perfect, because, you're pretty much destroying the face at this point. Okay. I'm not 100% sure if I'll keep it like this or not. I'm gonna see. But I'm basically drawing kind of what I want it to kind of be. Right about right there. Okay, so we have a muscle that's about right here. Then we have one like right under it. We have like a thin little piece. Kind of goes out here. Alright, let's see. I remember when I first did this, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. But I was pretty happy about it. Now, granted, I made a blue zombie because I wanted to do something different, right? I could do the old green color zombie, but I just wanted to do something different at that time. I could throw a link to that old video later on. this bit here. I'm contemplating if I want to go full on. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I wasn't planning on doing the whole eye. Okay. Now this totally looks not too fancy, but that's okay. Now I'm wondering if I should go in here and mess around with the eye a little bit. Okay, I think I'll stick with that. Now let's see. Gonna go to a bit of the burning now. That's where it becomes a little tricky. Let's see. I kind of want to get almost like it's a deeper, a little bit deeper down there. Let's see. Okay. All right. This side here. Now, if you decide to do this, you can do it any way you really want it. Like whichever muscle area you want. I kind of stop or try to limit the area. Like some of it's been messed up. I can actually darken this, mess around with the dodge tool or burn tool, but I don't want to just yet. I want to kind of get a little feel for this. I guess this is my first tutorial. I don't really know how to do one, so I'll just randomly talk every once in a while. Let's see what comes to be. Okay. This sounds like I'm like really thumping on the monitor, but I'm not. Go back in and we'll do some dodging here just to see what's what. And literally this is like a dodge burn process until you kind of get what you want. And don't expect this to be like perfect skeletal, because you're probably going to be very disappointed. I mean, unless you like got some serious skills, then you probably shouldn't even be on this tutorial. Probably have your own tutorials. Okay. Let's see. It's looking so, but it's not like super great. Oh, you got your shadows and mid-tones that you can mess around with too. And what I'll do is just mess around with stuff until it kind of looks right. And I'm gonna say nope on that. Go back one more. Let's try some high tones just to see. Alright, I'm gonna undo that, and then let's see. Like I said, this is kind of a mess around process. I want to make the muscle stick out in certain areas, so I think I'm going to use this selectively for now. And you can always go back and mess around with stuff. And I remember the first time this one took me hours just screwing around. And honestly, that's what you should be doing, is just experimenting with stuff, just to see what kind of effects you can do. Okay. I'm gonna make these a little more visible with a little bit that right there. Yeah, this is gonna be nowhere near perfect, but might have an interesting little look to it. Okay, let's do some burning, but I'm gonna make this a little bigger. What I try to do is darken some of these areas here. You know, aside from this. Oh, what did I do? Okay, I have no idea. Let's see. Okay, jeez. That went haywire. Alright, right here. Oh, this dude's name is Joseph. Longtime friend. Used to work together. Had to send him a message and be like, "Yo, man, can I use that photo?" It's like, "Yeah, okay." Like, cool. Okay, now let's just mess around with this. So what I'm probably gonna do is get rid of the background all the way. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought that through. Okay. One side of his face looks like he just got the heck beat out of him. All right. Let's go back to the mid-tones. this harder. Make the brush a little smaller. Okay. What I'm trying to do is give a bit of depth on here. We go back to dodge and harden this. And it kind of glazed over, but not too badly. Just give it that very weird look. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see. Go back to midtones. I think I'm gonna, make it a little smaller and see what we can do. Alright, and as I tried to warn you, a lot of dodge and burning, just strict messing around with that for the most part. Of course, there are plenty of other ways that you can make your buddy into a zombie slash monster slash whatever, but this was the way I had used way back, and of course with massive experimenting. I remember spending multiple hours just messing around. And this is all slowly coming back to me because it's been years. Okay, so then what you want to do is get the paintbrush. Oh, I forgot. So this is a new computer that I had bought, and I'm still getting used to it, so bear with me. I had this dark, and I believe this was red. Give it a taste. Nope, way too much. Okay. Color burn, was that it? Wait, hold on. Nope. Drop that opacity some. Oh, and let's make this a little bigger. Okay. Nah, that wasn't it. Man, I really wish I kind of oh, remembered all this stuff way back. Okay. No, it wasn't that. I'm just gonna go down. I thought I would remember, but I can't. Okay. Start from this going down. Nope. Make this a little bigger. Nope. Nah. Do darken again just to see something. All right. Let's do multiple. Okay, bring that opacity back up. No, that's too dark. Nah. Man, I really wish I remember what I did. No, that's not it. Definitely not it. Linear burn. Nope. I was hoping that it would come back to me. So what I'm doing is scanning down each one of these, trying to remember if I did something different. I'm gonna bring that opacity back up just to see something. Okay, so definitely nope. Nope. Well, okay, those might be a bit of fun later on down the road. Doesn't like it do anything. Oh. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna go with darken. Get our classic one here just to see something. I'm starting to remember. Alright, so that's looking a little better. Not quite what I want, but what I'm gonna do real quick so I don't screw this up too badly is duplicate this layer. Let's try color burn. Okay, now that's starting to look more like I had it way back. I do believe this might be it. Let me bring that opacity down. Yeah, okay. I do believe that was the one that I used. Now, to get to the old nitty-gritty. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go back to dodge burn. Oops. I went all whoopity. Okay. Hold on. Let's do, yeah. Go full on 100%. Okay, so what I want to do is get that feathery effect on it by lowering this. So let's see. Okay. God, this looks so bad. Oh, this is funny. But yeah, I'll keep at it. A lot of practice messing around with stuff too. You gotta keep that in mind. Get that dark right there. So where I actually really did screw up was making this line around here. But you know, what's done is done. You know, let's mess around with some of these brushes just to see what I could come up with. Nah. Let's do mid-range again, just to see something. Nope. Nah. Like I said, it's all about just messing with stuff. Messing around, seeing what's what. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to use that brush. Do a bit of this. I'll try my best to kind of blend this in a little, but that's just gonna not help a whole lot. Okay, well, let me do this. Just, man, I messed up so bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to throw some color in there. Alright. It's definitely taking me a little bit out of the lines, but that's okay. Get these ears going, yeah. I went back to do this because I wanted to see how that looks. That red's sticking up too much, or the skeletal thing I made, so not exactly looking too good. Now I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm gonna see if I can fix it, and if I can't, it'll be all good. You get the kind of concept of it's literally all going around and just experimenting with different stuff. Okay. Okay, that's what I was hoping for, is to get this a little darker and blend in a little better. Also, I made that in one go. Well, you know what, before I go screwing around with this, let me I'm gonna dupe this again. Okay. Normally, like every major thing, I would have a dupe, but you know, doesn't always work out that way. Okay, there we go. So this is a little more of what I was wanting to get. Give it that almost like sinking thing going, yeah. Not that bad. Let's see something. Okay. Yeah, I ain't getting nothing out of that. That's done. Okay, so basically, when you have your skeletal, whatever you want, don't expect to go back and fix it up. I mean, you can, but it's gonna be hard and not look right. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Go back here. I'll do a little more darkening under here. No, it looks too much like it has a beat up eye, so we're gonna, nope, still not good enough. Wait, I went the wrong way. There we go. Nah, I'm not liking it. Okay, let's do even more opacity. Okay, that's a lot better. Alright. So what you can do is get a paintbrush, pick, you know, green, you want a little bit of green. You don't have to go with green. You could do some other weird colors and just try some yellow or something. And remember, it's all about experimenting. And color dodge. Mess around with opacity, mess around with, you know, just mess around with anything. Because I know I have others, you know, actually I forgot I didn't do his other top here. But you can go around and you can mess with just about anything. It's all about experimenting. And then, you know, it might look good to you and might not look good to someone else, you know. It just, again, it's you can't please everybody. Now I'm gonna say this is a zombie, but technically I don't know. I have no idea what it would be. And what I had done was I made this too dark right here, which took too much of that. So if I wasn't making a video and trying to do something major with this, I would go back and to one of those and like, oops, I'd go back to one of those and just mess around with that right there. But I'm just gonna continue like this. No mistakes were made. I'm gonna own up to it, see what else we can do. Now I remember last time I threw some, I had a brush, a special brush I had messed around with, speckled brush. And basically, let's see what this does. Whoop. Okay. Mess around with red. Well, I ended up throwing like a little bit of blood on there from it last time. And that time I had made a special brush. Nope. So we'll do this. Click, click. Oh, color burn. Let's do normal. Just real quick. See something. Maybe I go back and it was on my old computer where I had this speckle brush. Darn it. I don't want to go and make my own brush right now, so I'll just leave it be. Yeah, I just stick with this stuff. It's no biggie. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do? I think I'll get back to that green. God. If I wasn't doing this live, I'd do quite a bit of different things. Hopefully you get the gist. Okay, let's see. God. Okay, that's fine. So this disaster, I'm gonna see if I could do something real quick. this pen tool the best that I can. It's not going to be perfect. Whoops. Now normally I'd get in there a lot closer. Make sure I grab everything, but since we're on time constraint, I'm gonna do this the best I can. I'm gonna take some of his head off a little. It's okay. I'm not too worried. Okay. It's my first time using the pen tool on this, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Oops. So I'm gonna feather it 5. I do between 3 and 5. Okay. Copy. And deselect and paste. So I'm gonna go by. New layer. And we're just going to all black. Okay. Oops, let's do this. Okay, so helps a little bit, but not a whole lot. So what I'm gonna do is go in with the black brush. Well, let's make sure. Okay, so it's about that big. So let's do this. Nah, let's try another. You know, let me just do a basic regular brush. Make sure it's soft. Oh, opacity. Oops. Okay. Let me make this a little smaller. So I'm just going to try to have them blend in with the background a little more. Even though I feathered them in. was actually thinking something. Let's see. Okay. Let's leave that there. As you can see, when I get my experimenting mode, I'll get a little quiet. Okay, so I want to try something. Do a little more of this. There we go. Okay, too much on that. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Alright, what I'm trying to do is just see how it would look a little blended in. I mean, it looks interesting. You know, I think this video is a little long, but I'm gonna leave it at that and just take this L. But hopefully you got something out of it where you can at least figure out something to do. And of course, you know, if you ever screw up, you know, it happens. You could always go back to like this basic and whoops, yeah, we gotta go back there. But you go back and mess with this. Anyway, I better stop because this video's getting long. But hopefully, you know, if you have any questions or whatever, I'll see what I can do. Hopefully you enjoyed. You know, if you didn't, sorry. But basically went from that to that. Do our side-by-side comparison. Oh, let's do this. See all the dark hidden stuff I had out there. You know what? Let me try something. God, I wish that I could. I need to work on this thing properly. But anyway, see what happens if we do this. The opacity. Anyway, I'm done. I promise.